chosen.
One of the best examples of that growth is the area's red-hot housing market. The market is getting even more attention thanks to Elon Musk. He took to social media yesterday and tweeted, "Urgent need to build more housing in greater Austin area."
Because I am going to be the new commander of the Space Force very soon. The real Space Force, not that fake Air Force one. Meaning you're kind of stuck with me for the next 40 years at least, whether you like it or not.
Could the newly created U.S. Space Force be based here in Arizona? Well, that possibility, it has bipartisan support from our state leaders after Senator Sinema sent a letter to the federal government.
She cited several universities here with aeronautical programs in Arizona.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me here. It's an honor to be here with you and with everyone else from the Space/Air Force. I think we can go a long way towards making Starfleet real and making these utopian or semi-utopian futures real. But it will definitely require radical innovation.
I'm also rich as hell because the DIA let me use those time warping instant messages to tip myself off to this thing called Bitcoin way back when it was just starting out. So I'm pleased to announce that we are not going to be gangbanging or drug dealing anymore to fund our black ops. I'm actually just going to pay for them myself. Isn't that fun? I'm that loaded.
Wow, Steph, another stock that's kind of gone stratospheric before coming back. Elon Musk making news overnight just after 3 a.m. He tweeted that Tesla was going. He said, "quote You can now buy a Tesla with Bitcoin." In a separate tweet, Musk said Tesla is only using internal and open source software and operates Bitcoin nodes directly. Nodes are computers that work to verify transactions.
Dear viewer, I've never properly described to you exactly who I am or what I do, but I'll tell you what is the most important to me. I have always so longed to discover the origin of what causes defects in a person's character. There are passages in the Bible which suggest that such things are simply decided at birth. I wanted this knowledge so that way I could figure out the methodology needed to properly educate and reform so as to help more quickly manifest a legitimate utopia in this world. I also sought to understand the very key processes that lead to defects, not just a character, but of the physical body. I wanted to know if these defects are simple hereditary issues related to generations of malnutrition caused by wisdom lost from propaganda influence, or also determined by birth, just as is the character. Most people are multidimensional with varied interests, whether for specific foods, certain types of athletics, certain occupations, perhaps an emphasis in the social realm, such as resolving family conflicts or media. In contrast, I'm in a story which you might describe as a foil character, a very plainly defined character with an easy to understand role. Now, I'm sorry if this seems like some type of divergent from this video's topic, but I promise you it's not. The proper discernment of reality in order to advance those two objectives I've just told you is something very strongly built into my character. So my continued tendency to produce content on this particular individual means he is showing patterns which I feel may lead to a greater understanding of the true nature of this world as the events unfold. If that previous statement wasn't entirely clear, I'll just restate it this way. If I had so far seen enough patterns to suggest that this convicted man, Austin, were truly a fraud, I would not spend another minute covering his content. Despite the apparent circumstances, coincidences continue to occur which are difficult to explain. If Austin's release a few days ago were the last time he would truly be in a public spotlight and no additional coincidences were to occur, at some point I would assume that all my previous speculations were indeed somehow incorrect, just a collection of stacked logical fallacies with its topping of confirmation bias. I would then look back on this video a year from now and laugh at my younger self. So, not knowing the future, I'll enjoy this moment with you guys, just sharing with you key facts from Austin's record, which establishes some of his legitimacy, possibly supporting some of the seemingly outlandish claims of him being a future head of the Space Force. If everything I previously said seemed like a bit of a ramble, I could sum it all up with just saying this. I chose to focus so much on this man because, per my reckoning, he really is special. Austin's message.
Yes. And I would like to just thank everyone for their steadfast support throughout this tumultuous times here. Prison was quite an experience, and we got a lot of work to do still, so I hope everyone's ready for an exciting year.
Here, Austin Steinbart announces his connection to Elon Musk on a show done with Michael Ray Corey.
So how close are you with Mr. Elon Musk?
What'd you say?
How close are you with Mr. Elon Musk?
I can't get into it. All I can say is that he knows me very well.
So now I'm on the website courtlistener.com. This is Austin Steinbart's record. It shows on April 23rd, 2020, he was arrested. You see arrest of Austin Ryan Steinbart. On April 24th, just one day later, Elon Musk states, "I agree." This is in response to Shelby's tweet, "Free Austin." Shelby is a known Austin Steinbart supporter. Because the tweet was "Free Austin" without the last name, Elon had the plausible deniability to be able to agree with the statement without specifying the man we know. At the time, Elon Musk had great interest in the area of Austin, Texas, and by moving there would have the context advantage to help to create another connection down the road. Also, as a side note, very interesting reply by this mogul in the woods character below. "Let your voice be heard, Elon Musk." Now, is he somehow important to what's going on? He has a thumbnail which appears to be a older styled haircut for a picture of Donald Trump. On April 15th, 2020, around noon Eastern time, a post on a board appeared with a quote saying, "I am same as you Q, having to go tour. Are we under attack?" To which this guy or gal or group of people responds, "Always." On that same day, April 15th, Austin Steinbart went on an interview with Tory. To my knowledge, the only interview he's even had with this person. Here's a clip of Tory and Austin talking for that particular episode.
We can kind of beat that physics law of we would need an infinite amount of energy to make that thing go faster than the speed of light by making it not have mass anymore.
Okay, so...
Or making it appear as if it doesn't have mass.
So, Austin, my audience that has been, with me since I had my own show, and those that have been following me for years, where...
This video, which I had uploaded to Odyssey, currently has 51 views. Despite that, Tory actually took the time to reply about 5 days ago with a smiley winky face. This at the minimum means that she at least concurs with the speculation of a coincidental, or I'd say more than coincidental, connection between the two and that board post I just showed you. So there is this tweet made on 2:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on April the 4th, 2021. It is a cryptic Austin ++. Assuming Austin, Texas was Elon's location when the tweet was made, it's a little odd that it will come out at that hour in the middle of the night. It's been pointed out that this time, 2:25 a.m. Eastern, matches the total number of days Austin was incarcerated from the date of his last arrest. Austin was arrested on September 1st, 2020, sentencing on April 2nd. This is reply in April 5th, plea agreement shown today. The time and date calculator interval between September the 1st, 2020 and April the 5th, 2021 turns out to be 217 days. Please note, for that second arrest that I mentioned, which was April 23rd, he was then released on June the 12th. As stated here, defendant is present and released. So that's greater than a 30-day interval of being incarcerated. Adding that on top of 217, plus another earlier period in late March where he was arrested for the first time for 4 days, in no way do you come to the total of 225. So, for some claims you see on the internet, I just say trust, but verify. In truth, this interval was provided in an actual court document. So maybe there's something about this number that's important, which is why it was chosen to be used, even if incorrect technically. But anyways, this is just a distraction from the main point, which is Elon Musk stating Austin++ on April the 4th, just a single day before Austin's release, where he made this video, this one here. Elon then clarified his cryptic tweet by stating urgent need to build more housing in greater Austin area. But then, a day later, on the day of Austin's release, Elon says the following: Godzilla vs. King Kong is so amazed, much wow. Most insane movie I ever seen. Love letter to conspiracy theorists. And yet heartwarming in the end. So many in the community of reality researchers have interpreted this as some type of hidden message, or in a pejorative sense, dog whistle to some deeply thinking people, that he was talking more than just the Godzilla vs. King Kong movie on the surface. Specifically the line, love letter to conspiracy theorists. This was then followed with, on the same day, the earth is not flat, it's a hollow globe and Donkey Kong lives there. Emphasizing keywords, earth not flat, hollow globe. So a somewhat cryptic tweet following a cryptic tweet. The next day he quotes somebody, Panzer of the Lake, by saying, tanks for the memory, with your alliteration of tanks, thanks, memory with memory. So anyways, I see something there. If there are any more Austin Steinbart connections that surface as we go forwards, I definitely will create content showing them. It really helps my video distribution if you like and subscribe, but please let me do so if this is worth something to you. And borrowing from the quartering, thanks for watching my video, and I'll talk to you again real soon.